Hello, welcome back to the J Plays channel on this fantastic Friday evening. Um, so we're now in Cheydinhal after making a trek from the alien ruin of Vilverin, and I said that we were going to look for some work here in the last episode, but I kind of looked on the Wikipedia and I might have led you guys astray. There's not a lot for us to do here at my level. There's a couple of quests that are quite difficult here, so I might end up going somewhere else. But there is at least the Mages Guild, which is something would kind of try and do this free repair hammer, do in this playthrough because I want to try and focus on getting my illusion magic and my restoration magic up to max, or at least as far as close to max as possible. So the first thing we should probably do is go and find some shops to sell our crap to. And here we go. Borbo's Goods and Stores. Seems like a good place, isn't it? To start. Let's just do a bit of that. So it talks to the
Borba
orc.
Grauzgash. We've got everything the adventurer needs. I'm an old adventurer myself, and I know what's wanted.
So we'll click this
Well,
button
have
here
a look
down,
around.
and then
You won't
just
find better prices in all Tamriel.
sell some stuff off. Let's see if we can haggle a little bit to at least get 45% of the value.
That seems a fair
Ooh.
price.
So we get 45%. Let's try and get 50%. So
That's
stuff at 50%.
more. You
Sell one of these novice mortar and pestles. Sell the ale. Poison of illness. Sell the dispel potions. Insight restoration potion. We'll keep the respite potions. We'll sell 2 bottles of these.
you drive
Uh,
a fine transaction.
just sell all this crap. Yeah.
A good price for a good
Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that either. Sell this enhanced visibility token.
You've made a good...
Sell the flashball.
good-
This one. This one. This one. And it sounds really great commentary. 500
You've
gold
got a
for our
great
wealth.
deal there.
Go. Stop talking over me, woman. Sell this petty soul gem. Fuck it. Excuse me. And then, yeah, so the bird pearl, the gems, more gems, silver, sapphire. Oh. Silver. So they give the yarn away. Fuck it. Yeah, it looks like everything she buys from us. Because different
Enough talk.
different merchants buy different kind of things. So you'll see that I still have got a couple of bits and pieces in my inventory that she wouldn't buy. Maybe because I know that. Oh no, she bought pretty much. Actually, she didn't buy weapons, so because she's not a blacksmith. Just keep popping this to increase our illusion skill. Yeah, this person is a blacksmith, so they will buy the weapons that I have in my inventory.
The March Rider sells and repairs weapons and armor. Can I help you? I'm Tertia Veducia.
Yep, so Tertia Veducia.
Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
Kind of a cool looking sword, absorbed blade, agility and endurance are 10 points. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so we will just sell the stuff. Short sword and 9 arrows. I think the arrows come
That's
from
a fair deal.
the arrows have come from where I got struck
Thank
by
you.
arrows, and then they've just gone in to my inventory for some reason. What is she missing? Oh, we're actually like pretty much decked out in iron. Need some gloves and helmets to replace this. Do you have a...
Yes?
Ah, shit, I didn't increase
Have a look at...
fucking thing. Damn it. Alright, let's see if we can get 50 with you and buy a iron helmet or an iron gauntlets. Yeah, got 50. And we'll get the helmet as well.
You're a fun. Thank you.
So we can complete our set of iron armor. All in non-rusty volumes.
Be seeing you.
Volumes versions.
Go ahead, please. What can I interest you in?
Speaking fucking gibberish at this point.
Thank you for your. Goodbye.
So how much has this mercantile gone up? Oh, we're always got level 26 mercantile. Really not sure how that affects anything, but you know, we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, so there's a fighters guild over here. We'll always see about their banner on all their banners and stuff. And around the corner should be the Mages Guild. So why don't we go into the side and introduce ourselves to the people we need to know in order to join the Mages Guild. So, hi.
Hello there. Did you want something? You're not here to join the Mages Guild, are you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Are you sure you're up to it? You seem a little slow.
Rude.
I expect this will end in disaster, but nonetheless, I will grant your request. Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. To advance in the guild, you'll need recommendations from each local guild hall in Cyrodiil, a feat which I'm sure will elude you completely. If you manage to actually receive the recommendations, you'll be eligible for entrance to the Arcane University. I shall be quite surprised as well. Now, unless you wish to attempt to impress me with your no doubt staggering intellect, I have actual work to attend to.
What
Goodbye.
a knob jockey.
Goodbye. Bye.
So now that we're a part of the Mages Guild, we can actually like loot the place blind if we felt so inclined. Just like grab all of their guff. Joining the Mages Guild allows you to access their merchants, which will sell you spells, as well as a couple of other bits and bobs. Also get you this snazzy volume called the Mages Guild Charter. Incredibly interesting tome. Cough, sarcasm in here. Get a couple of potions for free, I guess. Is it the 399? Sorry, there's a one specific vintage of wine which there's a quest for. We have to get like 10 of them. No, I always forget which vintage it is. The seed. 0 in the box. Couple of extra. Grab the gold. I'm not gonna like rob the place completely, but you know, if someone just happens to leave gold in the cupboard. Silver dagger would be useful if we were using a sword or something, but unfortunately we are a manly man and only use our fists.
Hello.
So we could probably just pick up an extra couple of bits here for our alchemy gear, but we're not really looking to do alchemy so much. Ah, yeah, actually, here on the faction screen, you will now see that we are a Mages Guild associate with the little thistle icon, which is kind of cool. Go into the basement with the key now. See what's down there. See if there's anything cool to look at. Absolutely freaking. Just loot all the potions. Fundamentals of alchemy. Probably I should have actually read that book, but it might be useful to hear about. Alchemy's not alchemy. Oh, you know, alchemy's not something I've ever really gotten used outside of just using it as like a level fodder, just to get up to level 100 as quickly as possible. Yeah. So what we should do now is, because there's not really anything down here, and we're just gonna mill it about. We should talk to the
Good afternoon.
knob jockey to
What
get a
is it,
recommendation.
associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
This woman over here sees some shit. Alright, so then we'll go recommendation.
Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Oh, yes, I am.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
So, yeah, the guy has got this ring of burden. It's gone missing, so we have to go and find it.
It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you.
God, he's so smarmy. Just thinks he's
Be
better than
seeing
me.
you.
So we'll talk to Dietzen,
Hi there.
which is this charming Argonian here.
I'm Cheydinhal Magician, Mages Guild, that is.
She will actually offer some
Knowledge
training.
is the key to success in
in
any
alteration.
endeavor.
See, now that I've started this, I really kind of wish I did a mage build, but because I just love the magic system in this game. But I guess we'll have to just progress with this. We'll ask her about our
Don't
recommendation.
tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important.
So, obviously, she doesn't want to talk about
Farewell.
the guy who did the recommendation quest before me. So let's wait a couple of hours and then see if we can find her with Falcar's not around.
Good to I'm Dietzen. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
So we have a buoyancy, which I think is a spell, which watch I'm not going to be able to cast it because I've got no alteration.
Take care.
Yeah, I can't cast it anyway. I have a pretty good idea what's going to happen, so what we will do is we'll go around the corner to the well, and then you'll see what will happen then. So we go this way, hop this, and here is the well. Actually, let's just swap quests over so we can actually see the marker. Yeah, so here's the marker. So what we need to do quickly is just strip. And you'll see why we need to take all our armor off in a second. So let's open the well, go inside. That sound bruised. Yeah, see the well is it's flooded. And here is Vidkun, who's wearing a ring of burden which weighs 150. See, if I had all my armor on, I wouldn't be able to move. So there's also a Nern route here. So maybe we will look at that quest at some point as well. Alright, let's get out of here before we drown. So I found the ring of burden. I should return it to Falcar. Let's grab all of our stylish clothes and put it back on. Oh, look at that mohawk. It's beautiful. See, like, if I put... Oh, yeah, because like, I actually would have been fine. We would have had 3 spare weight. Just being a bit cautious, evidently. So let's yeah, go have a crown to the Mages Guild. Go inside and talk
How do you do?
to
Hello.
Deetson.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation.
Okay, so what's going on?
Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
Well, I feel like I've just read that in the wrong order.
I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkund, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that.
Yeah, it's not
Good that you want to get better.
I don't want to get better. Yeah, it's
Be
not that.
seeing
It's
you.
not a great thing to happen to go,
How goes it?
unfortunately. So yeah, we'll go back down to the basement and pop open his room with the key that the kind lady gave us. Oh, can't even need a key. I guess it was locked to prevent you getting in here early. Okay, well the game wants you to look in one of these places, but you know, we're just gonna loot the whole place because that guy was a dickhead and we want all of his stuff. Some good scrolls. A potion, which is feather. Would have been useful earlier. It's like a... Alas, poor Yorick. I don't... No, wait. How does it go? Ah, it's a fucking... Wait, Shakespeare. I really don't really know Shakespeare that well, unfortunately. Alright, so let's pick the lock. Let's see, damn it, what he is, damn it, hiding in his cupboard. Da, 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 Black soul gems. So there's no evidence of recommendations in Farquhar's room, but I've found black soul gems. I should take them to Deetson immediately. So I've never really talked about soul gems properly yet. So soul gems, you can trap the souls of enemies inside. So, like if you kill a wolf and cast soul trap on it, it will put its soul in a soul gem. And soul gems can be used to soul gems are then used to recharge your weapons. They're then used to recharge your enchanted weapons rather. And so, but you can only soul trap monsters and enemies that are actually hostile in regular soul gems. To trap a normal everyday individual like this beautiful young Erwin over here, you'd have to use... Wow, rude. You'd have to use a black soul gem, and they're usually quite considered evil. So we'll give them over
What's
to Deetson.
this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
Great. So we've completed that quest.
Farewell.
Not very long, but the Mages Guild is kind of cool because you have to go through each of the towns and visit the Mages Guild in there, and acquire a recommendation from each of them. Kind of like a cool little way of doing it. Um, yeah. So we're kind of.
Hi.
He's trapped. Yeah, the guard's not very smart. I'm having loads of issues, clearly.
Flying in the sky. Cliff racer, fly so high. Flying.
Oh my god, you're brilliant.
Who? Why? Are you... Time is it?
What the fuck?
Have pity on an old war
Oh, yeah.
veteran.
Watch this woman's voice just change.
One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
Oh, she sounds like she needs a coin to get a pair of shoes. And then we took rumours.
I think we're in for some hard times. The death of Uriel Septim and his heirs changes everything.
She's a fraud.
Blessings of Julianus upon you.
You won't get money from me. I know your game, woman.
What do you want, Ashbourne?
Rude. It's calling me an Ashbourne because I am a dark elf. Dark elf. Okay. It's what they. It's what the. It's a slur for. Ashbourne is a slur for dark elves used by other types of elves. Just pump in our magic to get the maximum levels? Question mark? Words? What are words?
I'm sorry. No one except for Cheydinhal City Guard are allowed inside this home. Due to outstanding fines owed to the city, Aldous Orthrand's property has been seized and is now sealed until further notice. Good day.
Ah, yes, Aldous Orthrand, the beautiful man singing in the river. Yeah, there's a quest behind him which we might do. We should probably do it. What the fuck? What time is it? Holy shit! I've never noticed that the bells actually ring on the hour. That's kind of cool. Just kind of having a rolling around at this point. Not really sure what to do. It's like I should probably leave and. What the fuck is going on with these guards? Like, I've never seen the guards just act this bloody strange. I feel like I should probably just fast travel to the Imperial City. There's probably more that we can do our level there than, yeah. There's probably more we can do at the Imperial City than here at the moment. I don't really want to just fast travel. I don't want to sit here and make you guys watch me walk from this bloody road again. I did actually have to fast travel. Like, for some reason there was no save. Like I don't know, I must have accidentally closed the game without saving, because the last thing I had was when we were checking out Roland Genseric's cabin, and then that was it. I just don't know where the actual save went, so I went and fast traveled from there to back to here, just to say bit of information. Do you know what? We'll leave it here. But like, we've had a good shorter episode this time, which will be kind of cool. I've also just bought the new Legend of Zelda game, so I'm kind of itching to play that. But I didn't want to just not record something for today. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here. So next time we're gonna go, I think, back to the Imperial City. I might do that off camera, or maybe I'll get us to this dungeon here off camera, and then we'll maybe start by exploring that dungeon and then go into the Imperial City, because I'm kind of wanting to do the arena quest line, because the arena quest line's really are really good for low levels, because it's just like fight, 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 so I can get my hand to hand up earlier, a little bit extra.
How are you?
So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.